Hi everyone, it's Angela Giles Klocke with ScarsandTiaras.com, Alive to Thrive. And this week I want to talk to you about change versus growth. And there is a lot of information out in the world about this, about personal development. And I just wanted to talk with you this week about what that means to me, change versus growth. My counselor once asked me who told me I had to be a certain way, who told me I needed to do this and do that and act this way and act that way. And I really was thinking about how that applies to change versus growth, because when I think about my life, the first 22 years of my life, I think about, the first word that pops into my head is chameleon. I was a chameleon. I needed to change my colors depending on wherever the situation was or with whomever I was with. And so, if somebody needed me to be blue, then I was going to be blue, and if somebody needed me to be green, I was going to be green. And that was change. That was me changing to fit a situation, to adapt to, for survival, to do what I needed to do to survive and just get through. And growth is different to me in that way, that I'm thinking I can hear somebody cutting their grass right now, and you can cut that grass and it's going to grow back, and you can cut the grass and it's going to grow back, but it's still grass. At the core of it, it's still grass. And no matter how many times you make that change by cutting it, it's still grass. And in the same way, you are still you, no matter how many times you had to change for somebody. But you can grow. With that foundation of who you are, you grow. And I think about that with myself. I know that as a child, I was spunky, I was outgoing, I had all these big dreams and all of these things that I wanted to do. And I changed those things based on what other people wanted from me or for survival. And I am still that person at the very core of me. So I am regrowing a lot of those pieces, and I'm growing in maturity, and I'm growing into who I am as a woman, and who I am as a speaker and an artist and a writer and a photographer and all of those places. And it's not change. When I go into something else, the big things that I'm doing in my life right now is about growth and growing who I already am here into something more, where when it comes to change, we're talking about completely changing something. So saying that I like this when I really don't, but I'm saying it for the people that I'm with. And that's a very minor one, because as a survivor of domestic violence, I changed a lot on the outside to appease others, or you become very quiet so that you're not upsetting this person, and you're more outspoken here to appease this person. That's just change. So as you're going into your week again, I want to encourage you to look at where you are in your journey and where you're trying to change for someone versus where you know you naturally need to grow, and you know who you are in your heart and in your soul, and what you really want and what you can grow from that. I believe people can change in general. I believe people can take this set of behaviors and completely stop them or turn them into something else. But I also know that that is typically more of that growth. It's that growth to say, I'm going to do something different. And it's growth when you're doing it for yourself, not because you're doing it for someone else. Does that make sense? If it doesn't, leave me a comment. If it does, if it resonates with you, let me know about that too. And speaking of growth, I am going to start this Monday doing 2 live, maybe 3, but 2 live videos a week. And on Facebook, they're going to be Facebook Live and then posted there, and then I'll figure out how to post them elsewhere. But there's going to be the Monday Morning Go, which is to get you going with your week and look at the encouraging things that are happening in your life and how you can just take the new week and just go. And then Thursday Morning Grow. Thursday Morning Grow. Every Thursday morning at 7 o'clock in the morning, most Thursdays, I am at Toastmasters, where I'm growing as a speaker, and I'm just pushing myself and growing beyond that scared little girl inside, and reclaiming that outgoing person who wanted to perform as a kiddo. So Thursday Morning Grow is going to be focused on doing just that, taking your life and figuring out where you can grow it, where you need to show up so that you can continue to grow in whatever it is you're looking for, whether we're talking public speaking or going to a counselor. you grow from going to a counselor, or sharing with your friend, or learning to get out of the house, whatever the case may be. So those will be posted live. They will be filmed live. I don't know how that looks, but we'll see. We're all on an adventure together, right? So we are alive to thrive. This week, just go forth, focusing on who you are as you work on your growth, and you let go of trying to change for other people, even changing for yourself. Accept who you are. Reclaim your beautiful self. Don't change who you already are. You're already amazing. I'll see you next week, except for I'll see you Monday as well. But for Alive to Thrive, the weekly series, I'll see you next week. And I just thank you for being here every single day. Please, please, please leave me comments or questions if you have them. I'm Angela Giles Klocke, and you can find me at scarsandtiaras.com. Thank you.